Chapter 46. The Flame That Cannot Be Severed. The chamber felt smaller now. 13 chairs, only 8 occupied. The once untouchable council of witches had fractured. Word had spread too fast. Not rumors, but sightings. Dragon wings over Cardiff, fire blooming in the night sky. Farmers, city folk, even children pointing upward with wide eyes and open mouths. And everywhere the same whispered name, Decima. Morwen sat at the head of the table, her fingers drumming the blackwood surface. The usual confidence was gone. Her power, still sharp, now felt like a blade pressed to her own throat. "We underestimated her," she said flatly. "No," Adarin replied, the only one standing. "You tried to control her. She simply reminded the world that fire doesn't obey." The words left a crack in the air. A low hum of magic pulsed through the chamber. Old defensive wards, untouched for decades, triggered on their own, not in fear but in awareness. The council was being watched. Not by eyes, by something older, something awake. "She's heading here," one of the elders murmured, voice fraying. "To us." "She's not coming to attack," Adarin said. "She's coming to speak." For the last time, silence. Then the great doors opened. No guards, no messengers, no warning, just Decima. She stepped into the chamber without ceremony, her cloak trailing embers, her wings folded close to her spine. Not hidden, not glamored. A truth she refused to shrink. Daniel followed just behind. Tunwil waited outside, visible through the stained glass dome, a silhouette of power and patience. The great dragon cast a long shadow across the ceiling. Decima walked to the center of the room and placed something on the table. A scroll, old, cracked, bound in red wax, the prophecy. She met Morwen's eyes, calm, unblinking. "I came to tell you this face to face," Decima said. "The age of control is over. You don't own the bond. You never did." Morwen's lips parted to speak, but nothing came. Not a defense, not even a denial. "The dragons chose us," Decima continued. "Not to be tamed, not to be caged, but to walk beside. And if we don't step aside," one elder asked quietly, "then you'll burn trying to hold a power that never belonged to you." That night, the wind over Cardiff Bay carried the scent of salt, soot, and something older and magic stretched thin by time. Decima stood atop the Sened building, her cloak whipping behind her, eyes fixed on the horizon. The city pulsed beneath her, not with light or noise, but with unease. The kind people feel in their bones before a storm hits. Tunwil paced along the rooftop below, smoke curling from his nostrils. Behind her, Daniel emerged from the shadows, face drawn. "They know," he said. "The council. They've begun the severing spell." She didn't turn. "I felt it, like a splinter in my spine. It's not just aimed at you anymore." That made her turn. "They're targeting the bonds themselves. All of them. Every dragon, every witch." Her magic surged. The veins in her arms flared with golden light. The metal rails beneath her hands groaned, warping under the pressure. "They'd rather destroy everything than lose control." "They think they're saving the world," Daniel said bitterly. "No," Decima said. "They're saving themselves." A silence fell between them, not empty, but full. Of memory, of flame. Above them the clouds shifted. Dragons began to gather, not in formation but in warning. Their wings caught the moonlight, eyes glowing with the bond. They didn't need orders. They felt the tear approaching. A low growl rolled through the sky. A memory awakened, of wings long vanished, of flame once denied. Decima stepped to the edge. Her voice was low, resolute. "We end it now." Far below, in the underground chamber of the council, the severing spell reached its crescendo. Crystals cracked. Sigils burned. The scrolls began to unravel themselves, magic recoiling in defiance. But instead of shattering the soul bonds, it illuminated them. The spell failed. Not from resistance, from remembrance. Across the skies, dragons blinked, and remembered who they were. Across the land, witches gasped as long-buried marks reignited on their skin. Every bond rekindled, every oath remembered, and the sky, lit up with fire,